It's gone 7 p.m, you're sat outside and you're telling yourself you're having a good time even though you're freezing. That's right, the pubs are back. The first thing that HR might think about is that having these important third spaces, a term that refers to places that aren't your work or your home, back, means it might go some way to alleviating the working hours burnout and well-being issue that many employees have contended with over the past year. Having spaces to visit, whether it's pubs, shops, cafes and restaurants, offers employees a chance to step away. During lockdown, many individuals weren't, with one study finding that on average, working hours had shot up by over 2 hours a day. It's likely that having nowhere to go played its part. Now that lockdown is partially lifted, it might go some way to alleviating some of the more toxic elements of pandemic working culture, not that these are ever ideal, that occasionally reared their head in lockdown. For example, one boss coerced staff into joining post-work Zoom calls, which he argued were social, but staff said otherwise, saying it's not like they had anything else to do. Now that more movement is allowed, whether that's to go visit friends at a pub or join a family meal at an outdoor restaurant, HR can, should and will focus on reasserting clearer boundaries for staff so they are not always considered to be available for work. Many companies are likely facing a holiday conundrum too. Huge numbers of staff have rolled over leave from last year in the hope of life being more open this year and are likely suffering from the sharp end of pandemic burnout. Now that holidays can take place, managers in the HR function must encouraging them, reminding them that self-catering holidays are open, as are many shops and restaurants, with galleries soon to follow in May. The first stage in the roadmap reopening should act as a reminder to HR that it's not just work, work, work. Even if HR and managers can't see the effects of burnout on staff, as it's more easy to hide them remotely, they must use the first step of this roadmap as a moment to remind staff, take a break. This is because there is a good business argument for this, as well as a moral one. Burnout can lead to disengagement, work apathy, and negative feelings, not something that HR wants to harbour within the business as it heads towards a choppy and uncertain future.